Some of the coolest conversations you ever have are with your coworkers. So we made a show about it. Welcome to Breakroom Sessions. Some of the coolest conversations you ever have are with your coworkers. So we made a show about it. Welcome to Breakroom Sessions.
Another episode of Breakroom Sessions. I don't know. I almost forgot where we were. We're in the Breakroom Sessions. That's where we at.
That's where we at.
We're here with Shauna, Country Cuz, Ill Will, special guest in the house, DJ Vudu Spellz. When we left off on the last episode, we were talking about religion and some good stuff, and Shauna's got some stuff she wants to say.
What I was going to say.
What you got?
What I was going to say, I was about to be a thorn in somebody's side. Because we've had a so-called, no, he's not a pastor. We had someone of a religion.
Deacon.
A deacon?
Deacon.
And I
do you see those episodes?
I
think I did see that.
I found to be him being more respectful than the actual church.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look,
that's what some people are stuck in that. You know what I mean? And you can't. Well, you're not gonna sway anybody anyway because your own thoughts are your own thoughts. But
like with the whole thing, you gotta have an open mind to everybody. Because
I try to, but it seems like the religious person are not open minded.
Right. Sometimes
that is true.
Sometimes a lot of people can be like that. They just stuck in their own way, and I'm gonna get God on you, and
this is
some
the way
people,
it's supposed to be, and that's
not,
it.
But I mean, it should all tie together.
I mean, we have way more things in common than we don't.
Yeah.
And if we look at the commonality of not he or she, but God itself, not himself or herself,
right?
Like he was saying, if we all come together and say, look, I love multi-denominational churches, because my daughter, she called me, she was like, Dad, I've been going to church. And I don't have no problem with that. I just told her like this. I said, look, if you go to church and you feel worse when you leave than when you went, you shouldn't be going to that church.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
And then I told her on the flip side,
because I told that story about.
I told my daughter, I said, if you go to church and you feel better when you leave than when you went in, you should probably go back to that church and get more energy. But what I told her, I said, my daughter, she's a spiritual person as well, but she's an empath. And I said, when you go to church, be cognizant of the energy, because there's vampires out there in these churches, and you don't really know it. They might not necessarily be doing it on purpose, but all the negative crap that they're going through in their life, you may feel that.
Yeah.
And if I said, how many people go to that church? So it's a pretty big church, about 1,000 people. I said, okay, be careful.
Ooh.
Because first of all, you're not going to get the type of attention that you might want and need.
Right.
Secondly, you might be a money grab. Thirdly, you're around a lot of people you don't know that may be looking at you based off of how you look, and it may not be a church environment.
Right.
I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be that person, but I'm just giving her game so she understands where she's at. So that's what about religion.
I don't knock that at all.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right. Gotta beware.
Another question off the religion thing.
Yeah.
Like you was talking about like beef and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the beef with 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Do you think that was like true beef with them?
Okay, with that beef,
because it's like to they me, are head to head. They don't like each other at all.
I think that was bigger than rap. Yeah. I think that was like, nigga, you tried to murder me.
Yeah, that was some real.
You got to go. I'm about to mess your whole thing up. Do you know that back then, when Eminem was pretty much the executive producer of his project, him and Dre were paying radio stations not to play his music.
Wow.
So not only are you paying
not to play whose music? Ja Rule music.
So you know how you come up with a budget for an album, you come up with a budget for a rollout for marketing and promotion. Usually, they're paying for plays. Well, back it would be streams now.
Yeah.
They were paying all the big radio stations not to play them. They're paying them not to play somebody. So that's real petty beef.
Yeah.
Just like how. Who did that when they went and bought all the tickets? That was Ja Rule, right? Didn't he go buy all Ja Rule tickets in Ashanti or something like that?
Yeah.
Now that's a whole nother level of beef to me. You going out? It's a difference when you don't like somebody, you rap against them, but you pay money out your pocket. That's a whole nother level.
But that's gonna just keep him down and let 50 win all the time if he continuously do that. But I mean, even though I think 50 was way better.
No, it's still publicity.
But to me, I rock with 50, right? But isn't it ironic how he said Ja Rule singing on all the damn records, but you come out and sing on the records?
Yeah.
Ja Rule has got to be given credit for the run that he had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And how his voice was running the game. And the writing aspect, him and Ashanti was writing hits, making records and making history. And Ja Rule was doing this before auto-tune.
Yeah.
With the singing aspect.
I like Ja Rule since Vinny Very Vex.
Ja Rule's the truth.
That boy, that was one of my favorite albums back in the day, man. That boy could get down.
Yeah, but 50 was also saying that, you can make the albums and stuff like that, but you're not this gangster like I was. Like,
see, this is the whole thing. With his,
don't try to act tough with me because you're not like that.
Y'all do your research. Y'all do your research, right? Y'all know this, but the average person that we talking to on the camera may not know this, right? The person that targeted 50, that tried to kill 50, those are his Ja Rule and Irv Gotti people, right?
Didn't know that.
This is literally. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just break it down. All right.
Okay. All right.
Supreme Team. Y'all, do you know who Supreme is?
I heard of him.
That's locked up now. Supreme was like the gangster of Queens, of that area where they from, right? They tried to assassinate him.
Okay.
They didn't do it. They shot him a whole bunch of times. Couldn't kill him. That's Irv Gotti and them people. That's why they got the RICO, because they thought that they were paying Supreme as an employee to hide money.
Okay.
So 50 was like, okay, y'all niggas want to do this? It's not like he snitched, but he kind of did snitch.
Ooh.
50.
Oh.
So he was like, okay, y'all want to try to kill me? I'm going to expose y'all, but I'm not going to snitch. I'm going to break y'all down so y'all can't do no music. But all of a sudden, they get a RICO. But it's associated with Supreme, right? So this is my thing with Ja Rule, to answer your question. A lot of rappers have gangsters and real people that's like
around
that
them
up top, and they sing and rap about their lives to make money. That's why he was saying Ja Rule ain't like that.
No.
I'm not knocking Ja Rule and saying he ain't like that, but he was saying, you rapping about Supreme, but nigga, you Ja Rule, and you singing on the tracks. And every track is about a female for female music. So how Drake is doing right now. And he was like, I'm coming out with some gangster shit.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And people were like, you know what 50 is, right? Because every song he got, he with a female on some Key Sweat shit, begging. And that's what happened. That's what happened.
No, he was killing
But he was killing it. You can't hate him.
Because it was that era where that's what
nobody
people was
else
into.
doing that.
Exactly.
Wasn't nobody else
And
doing
to
that.
me, he was hating on Ja Rule because Ja Rule was doing his thing.
Man.
But he was like, you know what? But he was hating on everybody.
Yeah, he was.
How to Rob was on about everybody. Just like we started off with the question about the beat, it's manufactured. But he had a personal, real vendetta against Ja Rule. And what happened is one of Ja Rule homeboys tried to rob him. But he said, nigga, if that's your homeboy and you didn't stop him, I'm going to hold you to the fire because that's your boy. It's not fair, but that's what it was, where he was from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was real beef. If you get into it with somebody and you know who shot you, if y'all want to get into, I'm not gonna go there because
But it gotta be squashed. Okay,
it's gotta be squashed.
You're responsible.
Yeah, you responsible. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
like
that's deep. Yeah.
That's like the Mayweather. Like they held him over there in Dubai because somebody in his entourage stole
That's about
something.
being a death by association.
They held him responsible.
Association.
You know,
Wow.
you gotta be.
But
gotta grow up.
But to keep going for this long and you doing extra stuff
50 Cent
and
petty.
50
Cent is petty,
you
bro.
buying extra all his tickets and stuff.
But you gotta think about it.
You know
That's
how he
crazy.
is.
Like
That's crazy.
But then he talk about
there's
6ix9ine.
nothing fair in war.
Right.
When you go to war in that aspect, 50, like how you gonna do something to me and gauge how I respond?
Yeah.
And limit my response. He just like that. 50 is like that. And he does that with everybody, but I think he personally hates Ja Rule.
Wow.
I think I know that ain't manufactured. I know that ain't just music. I believe that's real beef. I think he really don't like this dude. I'm being petty.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
What would you?
No, go ahead.
What you think about Diddy?
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Let's go back. Let's go back to spirituality, right?
Okay.
with Diddy. Okay, I was signed to Bad Boy, right?
You okay with speaking on that?
I'm 100%.
Okay.
Because how much time we got?
What are you gonna
We got about 20.
We got about 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 25.
Okay. This is my thing with Bad Boy. My thing with Diddy, right? Me being signed to Bad Boy, Janice Combs, which is his mom, signed my contract. Mm. When I got signed to Bad Boy, they shelved me on a shelf deal as a producer. Me and my manager was doing so much at that time that they was like, we got to sign this nigga because he's doing too much. And when it got to the point where I saying I wasn't getting no placements, put it like this, I'm going to say it and where y'all figure it out. My lawyer's name is Joseph Leonardi. Leonardi. My manager was like, bro, look at your contract and see what it say. I told my rest in peace, my lawyer, Joseph Leonardi, I said, when it comes time for my contract to be renewed, I do not want to renew my contract. That started Vudu Spellz Entertainment. That's where I'm at right now.
Wow.
Right?
Very good.
Because I started out working with Chandra Crawford from Bangladesh. That's where my first signing to. I started with Bangladesh. My big cousin, meal ticket, was like, bro, I want you out of your contract. I want you to start your own shit. I want you to be your own person, learn the game. I don't want you signing nobody. He helped me. Ironically, Chandra was the first producer to produce Ludacris, What's Your Fantasy? He from Iowa, right? He's the first person that produced Ludacris. I got with Chandra because I wanted to produce for Ludacris. I'm not knocking Chandra, but I never got a placement with him. He never took me to Ludacris. Was like, here go my mans that I signed. Let's work. Meal ticket got me out of my contract, and I started my own company. The next thing I did was Ludacris.
On your own.
And I got 2 Grammy nominations with Ludacris. One, he won for Album of the Year. Yeah. My first placement ever was with Chingy that was on DTP.
Wow.
But when I signed with Chandra, and I still owe him a track to this day because the stipulations of my contract was, if you get out your contract, you owe me a track. He hasn't even asked me for that track. So what does that mean?
You still in debt?
No, I'm in debt to him. But if he give me a placement, he got to place it with somebody.
Yeah.
I still make money and I get on. Because he didn't think I was going to be where I'm at.
So he just holding
He just holding you. So now, I don't care about me owing you a track. You still got to give my publishing.
Right.
So, but since I've separated from him, he's done stuff for Lil Wayne. He did A Milli. He did I'm a Diva by Beyonce. He did Lemonade by Gucci Mane. He did A-Ball MJG. But if you go back to his style and what I was presenting to him, I'm not saying he stole my style, but it's just ironic how all the beats that I sent him, when he started doing things, it had a different sound. I can't lie and say that, I can't hate on him and say, oh, he stole my style. But it's ironic how I send you 30, 40 beats, and all of a sudden, I stop messing with you. I get out my contract respectfully, but now majority of the stuff you got don't sound like the original Chandra. I'm not saying he stole my style. I'm just saying, look,
interesting.
I'm blessed. I'm gonna continue to be blessed.
I know that's right.
You do you, but he screwed himself because he had an interview and said, fuck Lil Wayne. He said, I'm making a Lil Wayne. Good luck with that. Where's Chandra at right now? He may still be doing things, but do you think that Chandra is a high figure like Lil Wayne is now? No. We're not still talking about Dre. I love Dre. But I said, dude, you kind of messed up doing that because how you going to say fuck Lil Wayne?
Right. Yeah.
And that's just what happened. But to get back to Diddy, okay, somebody on my timeline, I keep on seeing, okay, y'all talking about Diddy and this and that, but what y'all got to say about Hugh Hefner? You can't compare Diddy to Hugh Hefner. I saw that.
Right?
No,
you can't.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say about Diddy, and y'all going to figure it out. The book from Kim Porter has been released. And if I'm not going to tell you where to get it. You go search for it yourself. But all I can say is I listened to the whole book on YouTube because somebody narrated the whole book.
Oh, wow.
So just go listen to the book. And your dumb ass still want to compare him to Hugh Hefner, good luck. I told my people, I said, look, Diddy is a puppet. Hugh Hefner is a puppet master. I said, what happens is when you start recording people without them knowing, shit hit different. That's one aspect of the game. When you get caught putting your hands on a woman, that shit hit different. That's a different part of the game. When you start including kids into the mix, that's that hit different. When you add, ironically, voodoo to the mix, that's 4 different things I listed that's different from Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner is not innocent, but he told you, I'm a playboy.
Yeah.
I'm about pornography.
Yeah.
I'm about having bad bitches at my crib every day. I'm about having also, I'm going to tell you, I'm a celebrity. Every celebrity that you know that's here is here. Diddy doing it behind closed doors. He abusing people. He drugging people. He's saying, you done having sex? No, you're not done having sex. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to give you an IV to get you back on where you need to go.
Wow.
That's how bad the nigga was doing people. But if you come in, people say, oh, well, we're going to defend him because they all did it because they wanted to. They gave him permission to. How'd you get a RICO then? But my thing is with Diddy, to answer your question, the gatekeeping stops today. If you go listen to the book, every main person that you can think of in your brain that you think might be involved with Diddy, they are.
Dang.
Wow. Slept in the same bed with him.
Wow.
He offered his baby mama to these motherfuckers. And they took advantage of her and wanted, this is one part of the book that tripped me out. Not saying she, allegedly. This nigga was happy that she got pregnant and said, look, they gonna wanna have sex with you until you have birth. And she's like, what nigga, what you say? She's like, yeah, come on, you gotta, because they was used to having threesomes with people and having sex with separate different people. And I'm not gonna say the names, y'all go figure it out. Right? So these names that y'all gonna go figure out, he was having sex with these people and making Kim do these things with him.
Wow.
I know.
He said, babe, we've been doing this with people before. Come on, let them smash until you about to have a baby. Because he was spiritual. All these things he was using to get in people's souls and control them and have spiritual reign over them, but also to blackmail these people.
Yeah, video on everybody.
It's a different from Hugh Hefner because you knew you was going there to get freaky.
Right.
With Puff, it's like, nigga, you mean to tell me I was just in here with so-and-so and so-and-so and I didn't even know it?
Wow.
All I'm going to say is Epstein effect. If y'all don't know what the Epstein effect is, y'all go figure it out. That is a sign from God. Them lights just went down. Come on, fam.
Yeah. That ain't never happened.
That's not
They said, God said, cool out with the Diddy talk.
I'm telling you, man, it's
Cool out with
deeper.
the Diddy talk.
Y'all gotta create a personal relationship with God.
Goodness.
If you create a personal relationship with God, you're gonna be in tune to these things. It's not gonna be just black and white. You're gonna be like, you know what? I gotta walk in God and get away from this. And with me, with Diddy, to answer your question again, there was parties that came up. I said, you know what? When I went to these parties, I was one of the niggas that left before 12 midnight.
Oh, wow.
The stuff that I saw I didn't have to see the extra shit. The stuff that I saw, I was like, no, I'm cool, I'm good.
Oh, wow.
I left. I was like, I'm good.
What?
Not because I saw some crazy shit that I can give a testimony to or go to court and snitch on nobody. I can't say I saw anything because I didn't allow myself to see shit. I was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm about to go. I'm good.
Wow.
I know.
So I was blessed to not go through that, but I was also blessed to get kind of railroaded and have to focus on my kids. My kids kept me alive. I focused on my kids. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Just think if I would have got into that and I would have got taken advantage of or seen something or had to do something strange for some change to get to a further level, or I was tempted, or he put three bad females on me and I was weak and I did something, I would be on those tapes.
Yep.
Wow.
Right?
Be on tape.
Absolutely.
Right.
But what happened was my first placement was 2006, 2007 with Chingy. You know when they started investigating Diddy? 2008.
Oh.
That investigation's been going on for, 8 plus 24? 16 years.
Ooh.
Didn't know that.
My youngest daughter ain't even 16 yet. I would have been on one of them tapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So is the music business, would you say is a lot of basically people trying to hold you back? like try to get you to sign with them so they can
like
just
It's
hold
just
you back.
See,
when she asked a question about Diddy, it brings out and enhances your question. There are literal gatekeepers, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know who those people are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a hint. One of these people's wives just got denied no nominations for nothing.
Ooh.
Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Those are gatekeepers. Y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got gatekeepers, real niggas that make real music that's really about what they should be about don't get a chance. Because they're a risk and they're a threat to other artists in the game, because these record labels do come together and they say, this year, this is what's going to be hot. This is what's going to win. They tell you from jump what is going to be. This is going to be the trend.
So they even over the streaming?
Streaming is different. See, when the labels dispersed in 2008, 2009, and they all fired a whole bunch of people and came down from 30 labels down to like 8.
Yeah.
A lot of people got fired. A lot of people want to start their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when streaming came into play.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can barely do 40,000 out the gate. It's not even possible to even make 740,000 because it's all streaming.
Right.
But a lot of those people, to answer your question, they are messed up now because it's too many artists releasing shit every single day.
That's what I was about to say. The streamers,
we can go record a song right now and release it tonight.
Every day got plenty of videos.
So the gatekeepers, even if you put money behind your record, they are literally going to cap your streams if you're not signed to them.
What?
So if I go put $1 million behind me and your record that we do today, it's not gonna matter because people don't know the major labels own the Spotifys and the titles and all those companies.
So I would just have to do crappy tours all over the world.
You're going to make your money from your merch and your touring and your actual interaction with people.
Right.
But as far as streaming and being on top of the
streaming
Billboard
is
charts,
just to get out.
It's not going to happen. Billboard is a separate entity.
Yeah.
Billboard is how many spins you get on radio and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to compete with them no matter how much money you spend in relationships. Man. They're gatekeepers. So when you have hating ass niggas as gatekeepers, real niggas don't get a chance to do what they're supposed to do. Right? But they'll allow you to do certain things if you let me diddle you.
That make me feel
you see what I'm saying?
Differently about Young Jock, man.
And if you, this is my thing, and if you don't do what I want you to do, more than likely, you on one of them tapes doing something that you don't want nobody to see.
Wow.
They probably drugged up, getting it done.
And people say, oh, they did it for their own will. But what happens when I think I'm smoking a blunt and you put fentanyl in my blunt?
Oh.
What happens when I'm a female that look good, I'm thinking I'm about to pop some Louis or some champagne, and you didn't put something in my champagne.
So Jaguar been telling us the truth like I've been telling people, basically. Or maybe allegedly.
A lot of things that Jaguar says is very animated, but it's not untrue. Ain't nobody sued her yet.
Ain't nobody sued her. That's why I keep telling people.
And she was literally in the game.
Ain't nobody came, made Cat Williams like that wasn't true.
You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Hart ain't
another question. We already talked about religion. We talked about Diddy. I mean, that's kind of a... But like TD Jakes is in the middle of both of that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the thing with TD Jakes, all I'm gonna say is I pray that man didn't do nothing.
I do too.
I mean, and the thing is, I listen to TD Jakes and he's preaching from what I'm getting out of it. It's good stuff, but I don't know what a person's doing outside of what TV.
All I'm saying, I'm gonna be respectful. I just pray that man was there to do a walkthrough as a respect. You know how you go to somebody's party to walk through as a respect because it's the industry. The industry's a small place. I just hope TD Jakes went through there to get him a couple hors d'oeuvres, then drink, then mess with no girls, and say, you know what, I'm coming through here to show love at your mansion. I'm out.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of pastors and stuff that went to, they do weddings and stuff, and they just kind of, do the thing and get out of there.
And like what Jesus did, Jesus had to be around the different negative people, what we would consider negative, the pimps and the hustlers, and he had to be around those people to help save lives or whatever. I just personally, I'm not going to speculate what that man did or didn't do. They said he was a power bottom, but I don't want to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to believe that he went up to represent for God, and he went through, and he just came through and just showed love and left.
Right.
Now, if this nigga stayed past 12 midnight, he was still there.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
He deserved what he's getting right now.
Yeah.
But I pray to God that man went through there and said, look,
Yeah.
man, I'm going to go through here, pay some respect, give me a couple cheese and crackers and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I hope that's what
I
happened.
do
Yeah.
too.
Get some cheese and crackers.
You know?
What
Because
about Judge Mathis and his wife? though?
I just heard about that, right?
Man,
I ain't even heard about
I
that.
pray.
man, I done heard one side from what he said.
I'm trying to be
another
optimistic,
side
and
of
I want to be optimistic. I want to think good, but a lot of times when I'm a spiritual person, like we pretty much have, y'all understand me now.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it from a different perspective. And my uncle Mylan told me, man, he said, look, the power of perspective will get you further in life because you look at things different than other people look at. From a spiritual standpoint, if you didn't did some shit in your life and you a person that represents at a higher level that you were influenced to other people, you deserve what you get if you out here acting a goddamn fool because you're influencing people. I love Judge Mathis.
Right.
I have nothing but positive things to say. But all I'm saying is, bro, if you really doing that, man, come on, man.
I mean,
Right.
25 years.
That's
it's a real
really disappointing.
reason. Right.
So being in
You know
the
what I mean?
music industry and around these people, what do you think the outcome is going to be of Diddy's situation?
It's going to open up the door.
Stepping down.
It's going to open up the door to a shift of people being blessed. Look at this as the positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
All the people that's been gatekeeping this whole time, the whole game is about to shift and we're about to get back to square one. If not, they're going to obliterate hip-hop. Either they're going to obliterate hip-hop or they're going to renew it and we're going to come back into play to where we can really like get over and start over.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, bro, Atlantic just got rid of 50 artists. So if Atlantic just got rid of 50 artists and then the CEO of 300 just stepped down and another CEO of Nike just stepped down, what do you think that's happening?
It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
And if
So
you
they
got
know something.
that many tapes with that many people that's and empowered like that, there may not be no labels when we wake up tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
So independent artists, I'm gonna tell y'all this with a camera at. Do not stop doing what you doing. Keep grinding. Keep hustling. You're going to make it, and God is going to bless you. Just don't bow down to the
Your
BS.
niece.
That's right.
Because the game is about to change right now.
There
We
we go.
are living history right now. We are living in the now.
I'm gonna make sure she watches.
And we
this
are blessed
episode.
to be here. So get with like-minded people that's positive, that want to invest in you, and you invest in yourself. You keep doing your thing. You find ways to get around the BS and don't do nothing that's going to jeopardize your legacy, jeopardize your integrity, and jeopardize your relationship with God. Keep going because the game is literally changing as we speak. And Diddy is a
Very
catalyst
good.
for all of that.
Wow.
Very good.
I'm gonna make sure my niece is an independent artist.
Mm-hmm.
She down in Memphis right now.
And one last thing about Diddy, I don't want to keep on knocking him because he is a black man that we feel like they're trying to tear down. But if you deserve it, you deserve it. But all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, if you had any speculations, any conspiracies in respect to Tupac, Biggie, and Diddy, you were probably right. And I'm gonna say one last time, go on YouTube and search her book and listen to it, or go buy it. The whole world, y'all thought Cat Williams was bad when he first started on 2024 exposing people. That book, that book just exposed everything and everybody, and it just made everything that Jaguar Wright make it seem like that girl was telling
fairy
tales.
Wow.
It's gonna make it seem like, what? Like, are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
And the woman has passed away right now, right?
Yep.
And the way she aligns everything, I don't even want to say too much because it'll be giving it away. But it's like a modern day soap opera.
Wow.
It's like people say fact is stranger than fiction. This is the perfect example. But to answer your question, the things that this man has done to a lot of people is about to change the whole game to where now we're going to be able to get past the Diddys and the Jays and the other people that's been holding us down. When you see the connection between, I don't even want to say it, but when you go listen and you do your research and you see the connection between this person and that person, him, her, they, whatever pronouns you want to give them, you're going to be like, God damn. You're going to be like, God damn.
Wow.
And I don't want to be on here on y'all podcast exposing some BS because I don't want to get accused of saying, "Oh, Vudu was on this."
Right.
No, this is her words.
Right.
Just go listen for yourself. Stop endorsing candidates and Kamala and Trump and all that other crap. Don't endorse nobody. I'm an independent. I don't even want to get into politics on this podcast because I got to do some more podcasts, and I don't even want to say something because I don't want to give y'all all my jewels because there's some stuff that's about to go down with that too.
Right.
Do your own research. Be independent thinker. Have a personal relationship with God, and the more spiritual you are, the more connected you are, you're gonna figure it out. There's one thing. Last thing I'm gonna say about politics: if you don't see the play from a mile away, you are a liability.
Yep.
No matter what you choose, know why you're voting and what you're voting for, not that you like somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna get too deep into that. But
Right.
my philosophy is delusion and it was what I say. I said delusion is a powerful drug, and the side effect is deflection. So
I need to write these quotes
when people are delusional
Voodooisms.
and they're stuck in their delusion. This is my quote because I forgot what I said. Okay, this is what it is. It says, delusion and denial is a powerful drug. The side effect is deflection. It's 3 Ds or whatever, right? Because some people, they are delusional because their program is not their fault. When you get stuck on one thing, if you watch ABC every day, but you don't watch CNN and you don't watch NBC and you don't watch Fox, you're going to be programmed. This is called TV programming for a reason, right?
Yes.
But on the opposite end, if you watch Fox and that's all you do is watch Fox, that's toxic. I don't watch the news. I'll be on YouTube more than anything because I want to see on the ground, boots on the ground, what's really happening and form my own opinion from several different sources.
There you go.
And when I'm connected with God and it makes sense, that's when it all come together.
Right.
I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nice. Very nice.
It was wonderful to have you on the show.
I appreciate y'all. I had to come through.
We got a lot of knowledge out of this.
I had to come through support y'all, man. Support my man.
I appreciate it.
You got any shout outs, bro?
I mean, the whole keys, because what's going on, what is it, tomorrow? We having a throwback party. It's a fundraiser for Still I Rise. Big shout out to Still I Rise, their organization, helping kids with financial literacy and also the homeless.
We got to get Aaron on. We got to get Aaron and Takara on the show.
Yeah, definitely. It's a non-for-profit. Takara is going to be performing with some artists as well. And me and DJ Swoop, man, we gonna be killing it tomorrow. Me and my little bro DJ Swoop. So big shout out to DJ Swoop, Takara, Still I Rise, fundraiser. Shout out to the Majestic for giving us the platform to do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all podcast. Because y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a manifestation because I just know it. I feel in my heart that by this time next year, y'all gonna be on such a bigger level.
Oh my God.
That is just gonna continue to grow.
Speaking into existence.
Oh my God, I'm getting chills.
It's going to happen because this, I have not one negative vibe from here. I've been on several different places. I get no negative vibes, and this is homegrown, and y'all have a purpose for what y'all doing. Y'all still here. Y'all are here because y'all got a purpose, and y'all serving y'all purpose. And a lot of stuff that I see, almost every episode, I got a chance to kind of check out before I can because I do my research.
Yeah.
And with Shoe Country, cuz I was like, man, I pray to God I go up here and we don't get to bumping heads because I know you got a strong opinion, you just like me. But when I came here, I have felt no negative energy. And when we were able to vibe with each other, that made me feel good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So everything to me is all gravy. And I just love y'all, man, because I know what y'all about to do.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. It means a lot coming from you.
It really does. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, class 96, 97, K3.
Yeah,
we the
absolutely.
best.
We are the best.
All day.
No.
We are the best. 96, 97.
96, 97.
old.
Oh, well.
I mean...
That would have been my
What you mean you mean?
I got kicked out.
I'm way younger than y'all.
This is the baby of the group.
If you went to K3 at all, man, shouts out to y'all, man.
Oh,
Even when it was East Ridge and Westview. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Yeah. But
shout out to my family, McCarty family in here. And Kankakee, that's McCarty family. McCarty Foundation doing their thing here. Also in North Chicago, the McAllister family on my dad's side.
Absolutely. Get it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
salute me out.
This has been, what Vudu Spellz said. This has been Breakroom Sessions with Reek, Shauna, Country Cuz, Ill Will, Vudu Spellz. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for listening to Breakroom Sessions. Share this podcast with a coworker and be sure to follow and subscribe for future episodes.